For all my real estate entrepreneurs out there, agents, investors, and all of you home services people too, plumbers, electricians, HVAC techs, everybody, here's something that helps me stay grounded and focused in my business, and it might help you too. These first 5 or 10 years, we're building. That's what we're doing. We're building the business we want to have, whatever that looks like. For some of y'all, that business isn't that big, honestly. It's actually just you and a helper, and it's a revenue target. I want to make $200,000 or $300,000 a year, maybe, or more. Who knows? It could be $1 million, whatever it is. And you can probably achieve that in 1 to 5 years. That's very reasonable to do. My first year at Bird Dog Group, I had a blowout year for a rookie agent. I sold over 30 houses, hit about 10 million in sales, built a brand people started to recognize. People were like, where did you come from? You fell out of the sky. So I was really proud of that. That was a good year. But I knew that it was not even close to putting all the pieces of the puzzle together that I needed to put together. So my second year, I made a lot of hires, tried a lot of new things, doubled down on a lot of stuff, and some of it worked out amazingly well. Some of it did not. And so I actually increased revenue. I increased my sales, sold about 15 more houses or so, but I made a lot less money. And that's what building a business really looks like. It's not about just waking up every year and saying, okay, let's have the best year ever, whatever that looks like. Let's try a bunch of things. It's strategically building pieces of the puzzle. So I'll give you an example. Something we all suck at, us small business owners, is hiring. That's because we think about hiring when we have to, when we're up to our eyeballs, or when we meet somebody and we're like, hey, it would be kind of cool if you worked here, you know? And that's how we pursue stuff. But at a bigger business, a business you might be trying to build, there's someone who has a lot of talent themselves. And all that talent is focused on filling the open roles your company has, maintaining satisfaction with the ones you have filled, and even looking for talent that would be a great fit for the business for a role you don't even have yet. That's what some companies have. They have someone doing that 40 hours or more a week. So imagine what your business would do and look like if you had that person. But getting that person, that's a gut punch to most P&Ls because they're not even a direct driver of revenue. They're kind of one step removed from it. So imagine hiring a 6-figure person and that just being a straight expense on your P&L. It's rough stuff. It's a lot of HVAC units to install. It's a lot of houses to sell to afford that person. And that's what building a business looks like. So every year I have to remind myself, hey, we're trying to have the best year ever. We're trying to increase revenue, increase profit, be as efficient as we can. But sometimes we're just going to be building pieces. I'm going to add a lot of revenue, not a lot of profit. Other years I'm going to focus on profit and I'm build that war chest for the next step. Last year, I got more serious about our sister company, Upstate Property Solvers. I moved it from little side project, little hobby to an actual business. And it started having its own expenses, its own P&L standing on its own 2 feet. And when I focused on that, the business grew, but I had to focus my attention very carefully. This is what building looks like. And for a lot of people, especially if you're like me, if your goal is not just to make a certain amount of money by yourself, if it's actually to have a brand that makes the phone ring with no advertising, if it's a business that can grow without you, that's going to take a decade. So buckle in, stay focused, and keep building.